Hello everyone, this is my video blog about wcs240. My name is Rebecca Magol. I took this class in 2025, fall semester, from Mr. Brandon Brock. wcs240 is a challenging class and it requires a lot of time and effort to get an A. First ever assignment was making a website and writing a blog post about any video, and for most people it was a music video. Due to my own poor time management skills, I had spent a lot of time making a website from scratch and not on my actual contents of the blog, but nonetheless I liked and enjoyed doing this assignment a lot, mostly because as a computer science student I don't usually get any assignments that require any creative thinking, and here I had the freedom to choose any video at all, and I chose something that interested me, something that had impacted me as a person, not like in any other class like CSCI or any other math class where you had to learn anything that is presented to you and then output it on a quiz. You can write creatively about anything at all. wcs240 was some kind of a creative outlet for me this semester, which is something that I am very grateful for. The next assignment was the infographic, and I chose photography, which is an interest of mine this semester. I had joined New Image, which is a photography club. I had enjoyed researching this topic, and finding out all the new data was very interesting for me. In this assignment, we had used a little bit of graphic designing skills, which is something that I used to do in my time as a PR manager in Taekwondo, and I had some experience making infographics, and it was easy for me to do it in Canva. First group project that I ever did in wcs240 was Luck or Love. I am very grateful for the people I had been in a group with. Dilnaz had introduced herself to me very early on, and we had become friends, and she had asked me to be in a group with her, Agnes and Alijan, and I think we had become a great team. First of all, we had brainstormed all of the different ways we could grow this story from the point that it had stopped on. We had brainstormed different plot twists, included like the girl being a stalker and then the boy turning out to be an even worse stalker than she was. We chose the topic love instantly and then decided it would be funny to incorporate like some horror elements and make this some sort of a genre unconventional story. Agnes and Alijan were the actors. I was the operator, and Dilnaz wrote the script, and Agnes edited the whole video. I believe everyone did a phenomenal job, and I am very proud of this video, and I also had shown it to my friends and family, and I believe it was very entertaining and funny. There was one scene where Agnes is going up the stairs to follow Alijan, and in that scene I wanted to make it very cinematic and very beautiful, but it was not accomplished, which is something that I regret because we could not find a staircase where we could show how she is going up in a circle looking from above. And as an operator, I want to film this scene in the future, and it would have been great if we had color graded the footage to make it more cinematic and film-like. My teammates on this project were the best. Everyone pulled their weight, and they were overall great people to work with. Next up, digital narrative. We had the whole fall break to make this video, and I think it was the most challenging one of all of them because I could not escape being in the shot for it. I am not very good at talking to people, especially on camera. It was hard for me to decide on what topic to make my digital narrative on. I had changed it from being about my past relationships to being about my family and being in the shadow of my older sister, who is a perfectionist, who is an overachiever, and me being in her shadow. And then it ended up where it ended up, about my body image and personal problems. I am very proud of my video as well, and I like to rewatch it, but it is not something that I had shown to my peers or my family or my friends. I had submitted this assignment 17 minutes late, which is something that would have affected me before, but now that I'm a changed person, I think that grades and numbers are not the most important thing about me, and I had learned to not punish myself for them. I had filmed digital narrative during a fencing tournament that I was a photographer for, which is why I had asked Begzat and Arujan to be in my video. Begzat had taken this course from Professor Brandon as well, and he had given me some tips on what to write in my write-up, which had helped me greatly because I am very bad at writing anything essay related. The worst day of my semester because I was also shooting the swimming tournament, taking pictures of the ceremony of giving medals to first, second, third places, and I had corrupted all of the footage. I was stressing out trying to recover some of the photos videos with another member from A New Image, and that was the day when Nazım had messaged me to ask to be in her digital narrative. And I'm not the best actress myself. She told me that I would need to be in a scene with a boy, and she had to like hug me a little bit like this. And at that moment I felt like, oh my god, I can't. I need to go back to my room and go continue crying, because I was so stressed out that day and I did not want to do anything at all. And in her video I was on my laptop editing pictures and trying to get them out on time. Like, I was pulled towards her and it was like destined for us to become friends. When she was done editing it, she had sent me a link to her video, and I believe it was much better than my digital narrative, and she did a great job. Next up, the public service announcement. Coming out of the class, I had no idea what to film about, but for some reason I knew in my head that someone would ask me to be in a group with them to film with them, and Nazım was that person, and we were partnered up to film our public service announcement together. Me and Nazım had become very close friends after making the public service announcement. Our PSA video is nothing to be proud of. It was very cringy, and I think it deserved the grade that it had received. We forgot to include the Google form in the video, which had affected our credibility. We also reused some of the footage because we did not have enough time to film it properly. And at the ending, where I was doing a voiceover over the 360 microwave shots of Nazım, they were filmed last minute and affected how our footage looked. We should have worked on our ethos, pathos and logos more. The main problem, I believe, with our public service announcement was the topic that we chose. We did not understand our topic fully. We did not know how to solve our problem, which is why we had failed with this assignment. So there's that. She was the main actress and I was the operator and editor of the video. I was filming on a camera for the first time, and I was trying out DaVinci Resolve for the first time, which is something that had also affected our editing and our video as well. As time goes on, I believe I had improved with my filming skills. There's the first time for everything, and we learn on our mistakes. Finally, the final project. I already knew that I am going to be working with Nazım, and Amina had messaged us, and I was very glad that it was a girl who wanted to be in a group with us. We had brainstormed which club we would be making a video for. I had suggested Taekwondo and New Image because I am a part of those clubs, and I had seen some of the videos that Oljas and Adelia for Taekwondo and Talhat and Asılhan had made for A New Image. Amina had suggested we make a video for a new Spanish club. We had ended up on choosing Art Revolution because we both knew Serum with Nazım, and he was very excited when we offered to make them a video. Also, Professor said that we needed to choose a club that is not very popular. The choice was made, and we had scheduled our first meeting like 15 minutes after our lesson at 6 p.m. We met up with Gaini, who was the acting president, who was very charming and very nice person, and Serum, to discuss what they needed as their promo. It was the 6th of November, and they were performing the 7th of November at the Anima concert, and we were sitting on the first front row seats, and we had taken some videos to use at the promo. They told us that they are making a concert on the 16th of November called Frequencies. They were collaborating with Pablo Coffee, which is a coffee place at a new campus, and we needed to include them in our promotional video as well. They needed to publish the video on 10th of November. With this strict deadline, we started filming. Serum is in a band called The Day After Yesterday, and during their rehearsals we had filmed some scenes, and then Nazım edited it, and then we sent it to Serum and also Nurjigit, who is head of the PR department in Art Revolution, and they had given us some constructive feedback on what to improve and what to do to make the video better. They had suggested we remove some of the sound effects to make the video more believable, and also they had suggested we change the music to something more recognizable. They had also told us to include information on when and where their concert Frequencies is going to be. The critiques were very constructive and lighthearted and well-meaning. It was very apparent that they wanted us to succeed, us to make a good video, and they needed this video to promote their concert, which is why they were so helpful, supporting and understanding. We had made several iterations, a different version of our video, and each time they made little corrections. When they were finally happy with the result, they uploaded our video to their Instagram page and also credited us as the creators, which I am very happy for. Amina was fully responsible for our website. She did a great job, and she also explained to them how to change the positions and the people on the website and their pictures for their future use with the website. And the first 40 seconds of our promo video done, Gaini had told us they are going to need a recruitment video for the next semester, which is what we focused on next. 16th of November rolls around. Me and Nazem and Amina all sit down to watch frequencies. I had brought a camera, Nikon Z30, which I am filming on right now, to shoot the videos for our final. And I had made a lot of friends in Art Revolution, which I am very grateful for. And Turum had also convinced us to join Art Revolution as PR managers, which is evidence that our promotional video is effective. On the 22nd of November, they had a concert against gender-based violence, and I had shot some footage of people dancing, of having a great time, the kind of chemistry they have in the club, and how great of friends and family they are. The Gaini, their president, had told us to not only recruit musicians, but also people who would organize concerts and team buildings and artists. Me and Nazam went to art studio where we shot the footage of her standing in front of a canvas and painting. Special thanks to art studio for letting us use their equipment. Halfway through editing, I realized I needed some footage to portray the HR managers, PR managers, and external managers. I had met up with Aslan and Nurget to film those shots. I finished editing the video, and as I had a midterm, Nazem had edited all the graphics, all of the texts, which I am very grateful for. Amina had finished the website and incorporated the video on the website, and we were done basically. Both Nazem and Amina are great people to work with. They had pulled their weight properly, and I don't think that I could have made this great of job with anyone else. Art Revolution greatly appreciated the video, and they had uploaded the first one, and I believe they will upload the next one the next semester. They greatly appreciated the website that Amina had made for them, and I am also very glad that I took this course, even though it is not an easy A course. I am very glad for all of the connections, all of the friends that I made along the way. To reflect back on myself, in the past, when I was in school, I used to edit characters from shows, and I used to draw a lot, I used to make websites, but then as I grew older, I stopped doing all of those hobbies, and thanks to wcs240 class, I got into those hobbies again. After finals, I might start creating, start becoming more artistic. I wanted to pursue this interest in filmmaking, in video making further. Working in class was not boring per se, but working outside of class was very enjoyable, as I had made a lot of friends, I had made art, and I had made great memories.